Good evening, afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the first pre-match show of the new season. Our first build-up, match preview, all that. Maybe we'll do them every time. I don't know. Well, no, definitely won't be doing them every time. But Eric is in. Eric, first comment on the first pre-match build-up of the season. There you go. There you go. The first one in. An hour away from kickoff. Team news is in. Everything we need to know is in. We know who's in. We know who's out. It will be Jeremy Jacquet starting his first game of the season, his first ever game for Liverpool, the senior game. And we also have another couple of surprising scorelines going around as well. We've got Brighton currently leading Aston Villa 4-0 and Manchester City currently 1-0 down at home to Bournemouth. So it's been a bit of a topsy-turvy start to the season. So I'm ready to go. We've got Joe in already. I don't know how Joe's going to be phone line wise, but
I'm hoping that my mic is all right today.
that's good.
Thank God. I don't know what's been going on, man. I think it's the heat. How you doing, Brian?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, here we go. Football is well and truly back. Aston Villa are losing. Assholes.
We have to. We need to get the 3 points.
My God.
That's the bottom line.
Sorry. 1 sec. Sorry. Jesus, these people. My God. Okay.
I heard that in the background. Some sounds like you got some Tokyo Drift going on. Some Fast and Furious.
Yeah, the bikers go past. Bikers go past. On the way out to the coast road. So you just get it all day, every day. Just the afternoon, the people that go on the bike for the run and they go out coast road or they go some pretty road. Well, they all go past this bloody house. So, but hey, look, it is what it is. That threw me off. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Brighton are currently beating Villa 4-0 at home. Man United got beaten 2-0 yesterday. Man City are currently 1-0 down at home to Bournemouth. Tottenham getting spanked.
It starts, Brian. It bloody well starts. We need 3 points today. That is the bottom line. I don't care.
Throw them in the bin. Yeah, that's why I don't do predictions, man. This is why I don't do predictions. We do have, obviously, our first team of the season is in case anybody's missed it. It's Ali, Frimpong, and Kirkes with Jacquet getting the start alongside Virgil, Sabo and Grav in midfield as expected, Gakpo and Rio as expected, and Isak through the middle. So it's about my only worry, Joe, is that having only done 45 minutes of pre-season since he got injured in January, February, is there really any chance that Jacquet could complete 90 minutes? Do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's good that we do have the Loney, but the Loney is the Loney. He's there for backup, as far as I'm concerned. So getting Jacquet out there, get him 60 minutes. Let the Arujo, I'm just gonna call him Ronnie now. Let Ronald or Ronnie get on there and cover what he can't do. So I'm happy with that. Do you know what? In terms of the actual first 11, though, Brian, I'm okay with it. But when you look at the bench, that's where I'm like, I'm not too. There's like 3 positions, 4, 5 maybe positions where it's like, nah, this is just not good enough.
Yeah, that's our subs. There's Mama, Endo, McAllister, Simicas, Munoz, Araujo, Nioni, McConnell, and Kumas.
yeah, that's just not it for me. McConnell, Kumas, Simicast, Endo, nah, mate. Nah, I'm sorry. We have to improve. We need to improve and we need to get some guys in. But for today, I don't see why we shouldn't have enough to beat Newcastle.
I think this is
I,
right.
I don't see why we can't beat Newcastle. We are away. I said we're going to win 4-3 because I believe that we will concede in the second half and the back end of the game. That's my belief. I think that the tempo and the intensity that we play with, it's going to take an adjusting. It's going to take some adjustments still. But yeah, I'm going 4-3. I would like to see a 4-3.
Wow.
I see a high scoring game. Unfortunately, every time I see Gravenberch and Szoboszlai in the double pivot, or McAllister in there, just any mixture of them three for the double pivot, yeah, we're conceding goals. That's the way I see it.
I did have it lined up there properly, so it gave us the there we go. There's the Newcastle team is
Okay.
Hornacek, Hall, Jesus, Dedic. I think Dedic is the right back. So Hall and Dedic, Botman, Tiao, Tall. Then you've got Stoyer and Miley in the middle. Then they've got Alanga, Barnes, Asula, and Wissa. It could be a 4-5-1. Could be a 4-5-1. Yeah, it looks kind of 4-5-1-ish.
I don't know these players, man. Like who? Obviously, I know Botman and Visa, right? Harvey Barnes, Alanga. I don't know the rest of those players. I don't. Oh, Hall. I know Hall, but the rest of them I don't know. Do they look like a threat to you?
No, Miley is the centre mid. Stoyer is only 18. He's a centre mid. Osula is a forward. Yeah, like they've got Shar, Murphy, Bazamana Toure, the left winger that they bought from Hoffenheim that we're being linked with, is on the bench. Woltemade is on the bench. So they could throw on Toure and Woltemade, Ramsey and Murphy. They've got some attacking options, but it's a fairly, the average football fan is going to look at that team and not know who 90% of those people are. So it shouldn't be a threat, but it's a brand new team. It's a brand new manager. They've lost an awful lot of players. They should be there for the take. Like that's the kind of team that should be there for the taking. But first game of the season at home, we saw what happened yesterday. Manchester United getting slapped 2-0 by Hull.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So,
that was a bad. That was not good, right? But for me, that Brentford game against Spurs was a damning. Like you're spending all that money. Now you're gonna have that pressure on you to perform and to start your campaign 3-0. No response, not even a goal. That's not good.
Two brand new centre halves. They started Senesi and Van Heck. They started Robertson. I know they didn't have their full complement, but they had other than Porro. That's their first choice, you'd imagine. So it's okay if you have some new forwards in and they don't quite hit the ground running and start firing, but when you've got two new centre halves in and they let in 3, could have been 4. It is a poor start.
I'm kind of happy. I'm very happy to see it though. But we have got to get our results. And I know you said you don't do a prediction, but come on, first game of this new season, Brian. At least give one prediction.
Oh, I mean kind of more like Premier League predictions overall kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
But today, no, I'll always throw a score in there. Geez, what have we got? We've got Isak. We got the man, the Lord EX. He's going back to his old club, so he has to score. That's just how it works. Gakpo is look. He's trying to prove everyone wrong, or he's trying to win a
He
move,
is.
or whatever he's doing. But he's playing. He's playing, and he's playing okay. 3-1.
3-1. Okay.
3-1 to us. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be very happy with that. I'll be very happy with that result. Very happy with that result. Okay.
I'm not entirely
Cool.
sure where all 3 goals are coming from, but
Is your worry? Do you worry about set pieces? You watch the pre-season, right? So, are you worried about any set pieces? Like, what do you think is our weakness, and what do you think is our main strength?
we didn't get trouble too much. That's fair, actually. We didn't actually get trouble too badly. I mean, was it the types of team we played that didn't kind of use those tactics? I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know how this guy is, because I know they reinstated or they did a bit of switcheroo with the what you call it, set piece coach type people. So we haven't really seen that yet. Actually, that's something I don't know about this team. Because even when we were good, we could be a little bit susceptible at set pieces. You know, even Virgil could get beaten at set pieces. So it's a good point, man. 'Cause we haven't really. I suppose you really find that out in a Premier League season, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, I think he's a risky manager. I don't know if he's going to put a million. I don't know if he's going to go to Arteta levels of, wanting to defend set pieces. I think that's a good point, man. You know.
Do you know why I'm asking that? Because against Leeds, right? Like they were doing the throw-ons from that's very, the position where the
Yeah.
throw-ons coming from, those diagonal beginning of the final third or our defensive third into the box, and 2 goals went in because of that. And one of them, one of them was Curtis Jones. I don't care what anybody says. Curtis Jones was part of massive responsibility for the first one, and the other one was Simicast. He wasn't even on the back post. Now, I think Newcastle, that's going to be their main hope. I really do think that's going to be their main hope. I don't think they're going to be. I don't know who this 18-year-old kid is. I don't know who he is, right? But if their midfield is getting outdone, but I don't know who he is. I have no idea who that guy is. Like, if they're able to stifle our midfield, right? Then okay, maybe there might be a goal in open play. But if not, I think the goals will come from set pieces. That's what I'm thinking. Now, if they're coming from set pieces and we Jacket, I don't know. That's the part where I'm a bit worried. I just want to hurry up and see this game. I'm anxious because I want to see this game. I want to see us where we are in terms of set pieces. If we're all right with set pieces and we can keep clean sheets, okay. Let's wait till game number 10, number 12, and I think I'll be able to say I reckon we can. I think we can win the league or get second or whatever from that point. But I'm really desperate to see how we're going to do with these set pieces because that was the bane of our existence last season.
True. Yeah, and you reminded me there those Leeds set pieces. I mean, it's a fact. Yeah, Stoyer. I mean, J.K. Stoyer. I mean, he's a good prospect, but like he's only 18, so like they should be like a strong, settled team. Would be looking at that Newcastle team going, that is a pure jumble. They should be there for the taking, but first game of the season at home. Basically, maybe set up for give them 20 minutes. Give Newcastle that expected 20 minutes where they're just going to try and come out the blocks at home, maybe even 10 minutes,
right?
And then just let them kind of try and do that home team thing, and let them burn themselves out, and then just start picking them off. That's how I'd probably like to try and play it. I wouldn't try and go toe to toe with them I just sit off
On
them
the
for
jump.
5 minutes. Yeah, they just they're going to try and go at you. You know, crowd will be up for it. So, and then just pick them off, let them make mistakes, and then grow into the game, start to dominate the midfield. Like, yeah, the young kid, don't let him start running things. You know, and we rely on the like, just rely on Verts and Isak up top. Keep Verts real close to Isak. Don't let Verts get sucked into the midfield. Keep him really close, 10 yards, like a tether. 10-yard rope. That's it. No more than 10 yards away from Isak at all times. And just sit there, not just sit there, but wait for them to make a few mistakes. Use our pacing behind, pick them off, and before they know it, crowd is pissing their 2-0 down. JK.
How you doing, man?
First big match,
Going on,
first pre-match
JK?
of the season. First pre-match of the
Let's hear
season.
it.
We're all
Yeah,
here.
this was
Back again.
when I predicted my team. It was just Gravenberch, Trainioni. That was the difference. And I said it's going to be Rio, Gatko, and Isaac up top. So for
It
me,
picks itself. Yeah, it picks itself.
it picked
Unfortunately.
Oh, wait.
itself. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold on. So Szoboszlai's not playing for you?
No. It was Gravenberch not playing. It was Trey.
He's playing
Trey.
Rooney instead of Grant.
Yeah. And I see that. I like that. I do like that because he passes forward, man. He ain't scared to pass, man. Like, he does it good as well. I like Leone. I've liked him from last season. But anyway, sorry. Go on, JK.
But when the sun shines in England, when Liverpool play, and the sky is blue and that, it's always a good day for Liverpool. So today's a hot day in England. So hopefully we get that win, And bless up to Boom Shankar for last night. He smashed it, man. Fair play to him. He did a good job.
Yeah, apparently went all right. I mean, apologies to anybody. I mean, we didn't even notice I was gone, so it's all that matters.
Absent without leave,
Yeah.
Look, man, I fell asleep, mate. I fell asleep.
Oh, bless up, Eric. Bless up.
3 hours with no internet. 3 hours.
Man.
You come back to reality, the 1980s life, the good days.
Yeah.
No one can piss you off with a message, them days. It's good.
It's like when you walk, it's like when you walk into a festival or you walk into a concert, and all of a sudden you just have, you get half a mile into the festival, no phone signal.
Yeah.
It's just this 100,000 people trying to use their phones, not going to happen.
Yeah.
So
that's why you do events and that pre-plan it where you're going to meet up and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be that busy outside. I didn't, I knew there was going to be a fireworks display because it's like the end of the summer season and all that. So there's a big, huge display. But sure, I walked outside the front door and we're on the hill that overlooks the beach. I just looked at it was like 500 people outside the house.
Wow.
It's right. We overlook literally it's where everybody goes to watch it. Is the hill that we're on. And so I was in the back garden, but it was it's just that whole concert thing. There was just hundreds and hundreds of people outside the house all of a sudden and around. Just it's only 100 yards to the beach, and it was so it's just impossible. It took 3 hours to get any kind of signal back.
That's mad.
But yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be that busy, So anyway, well, fuck it. I thought the house internet would be able to go, but clearly not.
It was the same as the parade when me and Nalante were there. Fozzie was round the corner, Norman, even K-Mac. But none of us could meet up, bar me and Nalante, It happens on big events. How the system just sits down, It's weird.
So, what are you thinking for today then? I know the team is Rio off the right. Has to be done. He left. No Elliott or Chiesa in the squad.
Yeah.
Not a surprise.
Yeah. With their body language over the weeks and stuff, they just didn't look fit enough. You know what I mean? A lot of hard work to be doing. If they're not going to get sold, them two have to get into shape. And because at the end of the day, I'd rather have a Chiesa who's fit and ready to do something in the team. He's not even on the bench, man. So,
late equaliser for City. Late equaliser for City. 1-1 Mark Gahey.
Mark Gahey. Okay.
You know what? I'd rather teams draw than win. I've always been like that. When we're not playing, I want the other clubs to always draw instead of one team getting.
Yeah, it always blows my mind, JK, when people don't get that.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's sort of like we'll be top of the table and Arsenal will be playing Man United or something. And it'd be like, obviously, the best result for us is like if they draw.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have people go, no, I don't. I would never. I'd always want United to lose. Like, yeah, but you do realize if they win, they'll have 2 extra points and they'll be closer to us.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Yeah, a lot of times people just don't get that. So you want them to draw. You want them to get 1 point. Oh, but I don't want Arsenal to get a point. Yeah, but you don't want anyone getting 3. You know, the amount of times
For
I've
me,
had
the whole-
conversations, they don't
the
get it.
whole
It's like,
result-
no, it's better. Yeah,
The whole result was perfect. Like for me, Hull, you don't know where they're going to be at in a couple of months, but for United to lose their first game, beautiful.
Wonderful result. I was
Beautiful.
very happy. That made my day.
That made the weekend start off good.
Yeah, man.
You know,
I mean, that Harry
Very
Maguire
happy.
thing, is just priceless. Absolutely priceless. Just like I keep saying, I've seen that man do things on a football pitch I've never seen before.
and it cost 80
Like,
million. That's the madness of it all.
More than Van
I mean,
Dijk. More than Van Dijk, man.
he literally had his hand on who was it? I don't know who it was, Mazraoui or something, whoever the defender was, his own defender. He had his arm around his own defender and pulling back his head when he was attempting to stop a guy shooting and scoring. I had never seen anything like it in my life.
If there had to be
Absolutely
one player who I reckon don't deserve to earn of what he's earned and cost as much as he cost, he's the guy. He's the worst
Absolutely,
donkey
yeah.
player I've ever seen in my whole life, man. That guy is terrible. Okay, if he went school or whatever, he'd be working at Tesco's.
He was a 90s. He's a 90s defender. JK, he's in the 90s. In the 90s, he's worth that.
Oh, it would have been great. Yeah, no, he would have been good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I
He
don't
would have
mean
been good.
90 million. Whatever
Yeah,
top
yeah.
money would have been in the 90s. Maguire, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, you put him in a back 3. You put him in a back 3. Unbelievable.
How's he pulled it off to cost that much and made a big
Because-
career out of what he's? How's he doing it, man?
Because we spooked. Like, I never go in for that. Like, oh, people copy Liverpool or they're just no. Everyone does their own thing. You know, every team copies other teams and looks at what other teams are doing. But I genuinely think when we bought Ali for all that money, we spooked Chelsea into trying to break a record for Kepa. And when we spent all that money on Van Dijk, I think we spooked Man United into thinking they have to do something similar. And thinking just the money. Yeah, he was good for Leicester. Because at Leicester, he played in a system where he just had to sit back and defend and head balls away. And every now and again, he'd have a little mazy forward.
He had Kante in front of him as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. The best DM in the business them days, you know?
Yeah.
No, I think Kante was gone.
Was he gone already?
I think Kante was. He wouldn't have been with Kante for long.
Did he win the Premier League? Did Maguire win the Premier League?
No, I don't think so. No, he didn't.
Okay, cool.
No,
So
that was Wes Morgan and Johnny Evans.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, Wes
The
Morgan.
Maguire cost that much without even winning a Premier League title. That's just fucking crazy.
Mm.
That is crazy. Imagine him winning, it would be 160.
Yeah, Kante was gone. Kante was gone. It was they hung on to Mahrez for a year. They got rid of Drinkwater. So that was even 35 million for Danny Drinkwater. And that's like 80 million in today's money, that 35. Just because they bought Kante and they thought we may as well buy his midfield partner. Just in case that was the reason he was good or something. I don't know. Yeah, Drinkwater to Chelsea. Do you have a prediction, JK? Do you have any kind of prediction for today? I'm not really going to worry too much. Like I said 3-1, but like I said,
Yeah.
you look at some of the results that are happening. We've got a lot of changes. It's like our team isn't amazing either. It's better than that Newcastle team. So I'll give us. I know you always predict the win anyway. Well,
I reckon
all right.
I'll go with a 3-1 or a 2-0. I'll be happy with that.
clean sheet would be a bonus, so the 2-0 would be better. As long as we win, that's today. So for me, you kick off the season with a win, and then hopefully the owners say, you know what, we're giving you 2-3 players this week. That's the perfect scenario, you know?
Yeah,
You know what, yeah.
tomorrow's Monday, new week, so get your matches out of the way. Get your games out of the way over the weekend. Apparently, we're still talking to Brighton about Minte even today. And then Monday, Tuesday, right, business time. It's business time. Monday, Tuesday, business time. Transfers, deals.
But the thing is, Brian, it's business time today. It's business time
Well, I know.
every day. Because that's all
I know,
they
but for
do.
the
That's their
boys.
job.
Yeah, I know, but I suppose, it's right. Let's see your final results, I suppose, kind of thing.
Right.
Like the next couple of days, all right, let's see the bones of this work. Let's actually see some months of negotiations, right? Okay. I want it on my desk by Tuesday, kind of thing. You've had enough time.
Right.
Let's see some real actual, no more. I don't want to see another fucking tweet about us in conversations with PSG. Just shut up. We know conversations, get the money, basically figure out what the real number is for this guy and get it done. Because I want him here by Forest. I want Barcola here by Forest. In the stands, not on the pitch. He's probably not going to be on the pitch, but in the stands.
In the stands, yeah.
When is Forest? Forest is the second. No, Forest is the third game, right?
First home. No, it's the first home game.
No, next game.
Is that next? No, we ain't gonna have him by Forest. I'm sorry, we're too slow. That means we'll have to buy him this week.
Yeah.
And then
23rd of August. This week is the transfer window.
Brian, is that Saturday the Forest game? Okay.
2-1 to City. There you go. City won it in the end. Typical. 1-0 down for 86 minutes, and then they win it in the end.
Who scored?
Guardiola, Turkey assist.
Guardiola.
Look, for me, I don't know. I don't worry about City. It's one of them ones. I don't really worry. So that win today, yeah, fair enough. They've got it and that. But I just feel they're not going to be good enough. I don't know what it is. Maybe the manager. If Pep was in charge of this team with Elliott coming in, yeah, I'll worry a little bit. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie though, JK. They've got excellent players, man. They don't have crap, shoddy players, and they're coming off the back of, a good solid decade of being exactly. They can do it. They've got Haaland as their striker. Okay, he's what he's. I think he is the best striker on the planet at the moment. That classic, forward man. He's the guy, right? Or is a debate? There might be a debate, but it's going to be a hard debate to have. Then you've got guys like you just said, Gvardiol. People underestimate this Gvardiol. I really wanted him at the club.
He costs more than Virgil.
Yeah,
he cost 90 million as well. Like we were in for him, really big in for him. And I think we backed out at like 85 or something, and City paid 90.
I wish we got him. Yeah.
There's players that they have that can move our team, our Liverpool squad forward. Now, I don't think Maresca is that shit of a manager. I don't think it's a drop off, but I don't think it's going to be a significant drop off as people think, because the fabric of winning is in the club right now. It's woven in. They've got players who have won multiple times over. They're in a good position. The one that I'm more worried about, or not more worried about, the ones that I'm not worried about are the guys like Tottenham and Manchester United. I'm not worried about them.
Yeah, with that Tottenham result yesterday, I don't know. That was mad. They spent 300 million and got battered. Fair play to Brentford, man. They got that lad in from Monaco, was it? Sangare? Well.
Yeah, they got Sangare. Did you watch the game? Did any of you guys watch? Did he look good? Did Sangare look good?
He got 2 assists.
What? For fuck's sake, man.
And look how much they paid for him, man. Like,
35, 40 million. He's left-footed. Like
He's a
we need-
defensive midfielder, and he's getting this. I mean, I think he only
Yeah.
got given. I think he only got given one. I mean, again, he's a defensive midfielder. That's not like it's not. He's an attacker
but
mid, but the first pass, the first goal was an assist for him. The third goal, he hit a shot, a great shot, and the keeper saved it, and the guy put in a rebound. So I know kind of an assist. I don't know if that goes down as an assist, but you know, keeper blocked his shot, really good shot, and follow up tap in. But yeah, apparently I didn't see it, but yeah, he was running. It's an FPL assist. Yeah, it's an FPL assist. They're always different. So, but apart, like, I mean, we've been sitting here for 4, 5, 6 months now, just saying, get Kamara, get Sangari,
yeah,
get one of these kids. Like Sangari is the more defensive, but then you even see yesterday that guy's a lot more to his game.
See,
You
you
know.
see what I'm saying, Brian?
35
Brian, like,
million.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
do that.
And we need left footers. We literally need a left footer in the midfield. We literally need that. And he was just there.
Even
Right
if it was
there.
50, you would have been sound. You know what I mean? The
Man.
Liverpool stats, you know.
Gosh, man.
Like,
Gosh,
bless
man.
up to Ollie in the chat. I seen that goal, Ollie, from the Bristol City lad. Top goal.
Oh yeah, hell of a strike, Jesus.
That was beautiful. Cheeky, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely
I
little
ain't-
kind
I
of
ain't
back
seen nothing.
flick, spinning in the or kind of twisting in the air, back heel kind of thing. Lovely.
It was nice.
The kind of goal you absolutely have to watch about 3 times. To
Okay.
I
see
did.
it.
I was just
Okay.
looking at it. I like that sort of footballer. That's like Matt Letizia sort of thing he would have done. Top goal.
You know when you guys talk about like other teams, yeah? Like I'm listening to you. I'm
Brighton top of
like,
the league.
Hmm?
Brighton 4-0 win puts them top of the league
4-0 win.
over Aston
Bloody
Villa.
Villa,
heck.
man, what happened to them today? Villa are weird. They got rid of a lot of players. They seem to do that quite often,
Wow.
and they got rid of like the sort of the heart of their team, man.
But Labour's gone.
No,
But
believe
Labour's gone.
to United.
But he
yeah.
weren't all that. He weren't all that though, was he? Like last season at least, we can say.
No, he was.
But they were all bad. Like that's the thing. Brighton were a bit all over the shop last year, so
Mm.
you know that's why the whole comparing what Minte did at Brighton last year to what some other random dude did at another club. I mean, it's just pointless, really, for me. You know, they didn't have a good season. Jesus. I haven't seen numbers like that now in a while. This is
Oh, yeah.
FootMob scoring for Aston Villa. Lindelof 3.6. Pau Torres 3.7. Gomez, the defensive midfielder that they bought from Wolves that we were being linked with.
You got a red
4.
card. You got a red card.
2 yellows and a red. You are correct. 3.6
Wow.
and 3.7 for your centre halves. Jesus.
Cons are gone. Tielemans. They were the boys who kept that team together. You know that the lad who went to Arsenal and Tielemans and who else has gone from them? Watkins has looked like he's going as well.
Looks like he's off to Saudi. They brought in that young kid, Manzambi. Going to be a great player by all accounts.
But they played Bandea up top for today. He was playing up front. Bandea, the midfielder, number 10.
Yeah, but they were just poor, Russ. Like the manager, I mean, it's not all about XG and blah, blah, blah. But Brighton were just poor. They were just poor across the board. They just had a messy season. New manager, tried different things, all that kind of stuff. So it's, yeah, like I said, they just had a poor season. So it's not a surprise they can come back. They're Brighton, some clever recruitments. Not a great
They
looking
normally
team.
do. They normally do have
Yeah.
good recruitment as well, don't they? Like they don't just have
Yeah,
any.
they're-
Yeah,
Like,
Villa have good recruitment.
yeah.
They got all that special access data or Tony Bloom.
You know what's crazy though? We see these players, right? We see them. That means that our team, Liverpool, they see them too. And I just don't know why we don't get them. There must be a specific reason why they're like, yeah, no, we don't need them.
Yeah, but
You
bro,
know,
when you look at we had like since when Chiesa came in, that was the first time they spent in 6 windows. He's like done enough shenanigans like that all over their time period. They're being here. Yeah, fair enough, they did well and all that, but they've been cheeky as well with it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's what I don't like because we're Liverpool FC. We're not like a fucking. We got 6 Champions League titles. You know, we're not like a Tottenham or an Arsenal. We're
right.
Liverpool, and these guys are taking the piss. When you look at that first lineup today, who have we got off the bench?
Oh,
Munoz. That's it.
JK.
Munoz.
Oh my God.
Maka, it's not a horrible player to bring on, but he's not going to win you a game more often than not. You can just come on and score a winner, but he's not, so basically, yeah, it's Munoz. I mean, Kumas is our only other forward there, really, so they have more. They might have fitness issues, but they can bring on Jacob Murphy, they can bring on Walter Mada, they can bring on Ramsey, they can bring on Bazamana Toure, the winger they got from Hoffenheim this year. So they have a few threats on the bench. I'm surprised some of them are on the bench. So I'm assuming like it might be a fitness thing, the likes of, Toure and Walter Mada. I mean, Walter Mada hasn't totally worked out from there, but there are threats. Like I wouldn't like to be there. Like it's 0-0 on 70 minutes, and they bring on Walter Mada and Toure. That's a big lad, and then a lad off the left with a lot of pace in behind. What are we going to do? Bring on Munoz? Okay, he's just as good as a Toure. Very similar, incredibly rapid, left-sided player. Very similar. But we don't have a Walter Mada to bring on, change it up front. If Isaac, fingers crossed, if Isaac has to go off, fingers crossed doesn't happen, but if he has to go off on 60 minutes, who's moving in up front? Okay,
We have to, but we have to take him off.
I hope he can do 90.
No, I reckon he's got it more in him now to last a good 70, 75 minutes. Yeah.
But you can't risk the guy. You can't risk him. We're light up top, man. We don't want.
I ain't taking him off unless we're games.
If we're winning 2-0, take him off.
If we're 2-0, exactly.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When we don't need a goal, bring the brother off.
Yeah.
If it's 72 minutes and it's 0-0, I ain't taking him off.
I ain't taking him off. No way. You know what I mean?
Fair play. Yeah, that makes sense.
Unless he's got his hand up. If he's got his hand up, okay. Right. We've got to get him off. So, I mean, then I'm assuming it's Gakpo through the middle, Munoz off the left, Gakpo through the middle is what I would assume he would do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Put Gakpo in the middle if he can last it. But for me, if I was up, things about this time last year and what he was going through just to join us and stuff, today's payback. I think if he's mentally sharp and with it, he'd be like, you know what? He's like treat me a bit out of order and stuff. Let me show him. So that'd be great if he's seen a bit of that today.
Do you reckon he was celebrating?
The law of the X, JK. All this happens. Player goes back to old club, scores goal. That's how it works. That's how football works.
Except for Raheem Sterling. When he came to us, he never scored nothing.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else that always used to score never scored against us until he bloody did. Oh, Haaland. Yeah, Haaland played us like 6 times, never scored against us.
Yeah, Haaland.
Until he did.
And also, Aguero didn't score at Anfield, I don't think.
No.
He's a Liverpool fan. That's why. And De Bruyne. Actually, De Bruyne did score one at the end of his time with City, but all throughout, he never scored.
Wow.
He's like
so Chiesa has a fitness issue. Huh.
Exactly.
For example, you know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, today, a Chiesa who was good before Slot sort of messed his game up when he was not on the scene for ages. If he had that Chiesa today on the bench, I'd be sort of, okay, cool. Okay, he's
right, you've had one.
No more. Wow.
You've had one. That's it. That's your only allowable mention of Arne Slot. That's it. No more Arne Slot. That's it. Arnie's off. He's gone. Elliott's not. Yeah, Elliott's not going to play for Liverpool anymore.
I
It's
don't
not
think
good
he
And
enough.
is.
that's a Harvey Elliott. That's a Harvey Elliott issue. It's, like I say, it's already Florian Wirtz's 50th match for Liverpool. Jesus. He's already played
Yeah,
50 games for us.
he got rinsed last season. Remember, he was getting rinsed last season. He had back issues because he had no rest. That's why I actually think that he got thrown under the bus a bit last season as well, and that was because of the lack of rotation from last season. But this season, I would expect. I would expect him to not be playing certain games because he's going to be integral to how the wingers and he's basically the microprocessor of the team because it can't be Sabuzla. His capacity is low, and Gravenberch is low as well. So it's going to boil down to Wirtz how this team really ticks, and that's why I've always said you need another microprocessor, quote unquote microprocessor, like a Wharton, someone who can actually do the incisive stuff from deep. Unless we decide to play Leone a lot more, that won't be happening from deep.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a huge issue. It's a huge issue. And it's going to get exposed. Absolutely going to get exposed. We like to play with a high energy, high intensity pressing game that Iraola has already come out. He's trying to prime people for this. He said, look, the way we play, it's high risk, gets rewards, but it's 100 for Grav in the Prem, in the Prem. But 50 for Wirtz in all games, in all comps. But we are going to concede goals from those areas, from pressing high and trying to do the right thing. You're going to get turned over because that's football. But as long as it's happening because they're doing what the manager wants them to do. But then you've got you just got two guys with almost zero defensive instincts in there. And I think that's going to exacerbate. I'm not tactical, I don't know, but I think that'll exacerbate a lot of those. And even when we aren't just getting turned over, you see, for 3-4 years now, we've just been getting played through our midfield so easily. Teams don't need to play around us, can just play straight through us. And that hasn't been solved. The only thing that we've solved from that is by taking Curtis Jones out, who wasn't very good at tracking runners because he's not a defensive-minded player. You got Grav, who tends just not to really bother tracking runners, just tends to jog back, a little bit. That's a mentality thing. That's a between the ears thing, and that's not going to change. You can't change that player. So
Between the ears.
how do you how do you like and Slot I mentioned, but Slot mitigated a lot of that by keeping us more kind of compact and kind of risk averse. Didn't expose us to those kind of things, but we still got played through the middle all the time. And now we're going to play with a manager who demands high risk football. And you don't just put in one bloody player, just one midfielder that is a defensive minded player in that double pivot. It's criminal. It's absolutely criminal to not have two of them, one of them on the bench and one of them in the team.
Right. Right.
Joe, we sat here last season, me and you, said we've got a handful of eights. Great hand, good hand in poker. Like we got Wirtz after that, but before that, we had no 10s and we had no 6s. We just had 8s. We still just have those same 8s. They're still here. It's the same midfield. It's criminal.
No one specialized.
4 years later.
No one specialized.
Still the same midfield. Yeah, no specialist. I mean, we've been looking at it for 3 years, 4 years. Yeah, this team needs 6. Tried to buy him. Tried to buy Zubimendi. Tried to buy Saicedo. I'm just like, forget about it. Let's just give up.
Oh man, when you say it like that, it's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. We all know what we need. I think everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat, I think most Liverpool fans, I'll say 95% of the Liverpool fans know what we need. I would say 95% of the Liverpool fans will mention DM. They will. They will. They will say
Yeah.
DM. We need others. We already know the obvious, the wingers. Okay, that's just blatantly obvious. We know this, right? We know that, okay, there's a situation up top as well because of Ekatike. We know that. That's the obvious stuff. But the stuff that's been happening for so long, for how many seasons now, Brian? 4 seasons?
Three.
Five
I would
seasons?
say,
3
well,
seasons?
3 minimum. 3 minimum.
Man, like it just, it's blatant, clear as day that we needed a DM. If you're going to keep Endo, fine, keep Endo, but bring in a DM. Besetic is never going to come back as a DM. We know this. He's going to
Yeah.
whoever he's going to, right? So get Sangare was sitting there, just twiddling his thumbs, mate, twiddling his thumbs. We know that we need him. We know. Lamin Kamara would be, and is like Lamin Kamara to me is like a Naby Keita, but better. That's the way I see it. A more robust Naby Keita. That's what. So he's still 8-ish, but Sangare, that guy there, is like, oh great, he's available. Wait, hold on, he's gone to Brentford. How much? 40 million? Oh, we must have something up our sleeves. But guess what? We don't have anything up our sleeves. We got nothing up our sleeves.
If we bought him, Joe, people were saying, "Oh, someone like him, you know, he's young, he'll take time." No, kid ran the midfield and got 2 assists yesterday
Bloody heck, man!
against Tonali.
You see what I'm saying?
Not everyone.
You just got to laugh.
Not everyone takes time. Not everyone takes time. Not saying he's going to smash it every game now, but came in, he didn't look like a brand new player. Looked at home, you know. The ball is
Great
still
injury
around.
record, always
Yeah,
available.
ball is still around. Grass is still green. Still the same game. France, England, wherever you want to play it, it's still the same game.
Did we even bother to look at the guy? Makes you question that now. Did we even spend any energy even looking in that direction?
Because even if he just sort of does well, like doesn't smash it, he's already going to be worth 70. If he's brilliant for Brentford all season, like he's like player
Game over.
one, everyone's talking to him. You're paying 90 for this guy.
Yep.
Yeah, he's sitting right there. Like I said, it's not like we needed to sell anyone to bring in a number 6 because we haven't had one for years. I don't count Endo. I'm sorry, he never plays, rarely plays. He's not first. He's not like one of those guys that if he was fit, he'd be in the first team every single week. He was never that. You know, we needed a starting.
Put the facts around him. Put the facts around Endo. Injured, coming back from a major injury, right? And is what, 34? How old? 33? 34 years old now?
34, yeah.
Like, and we're gonna depend on that to be coming off the bench to shore up the midfield, like to help us keep a clean sheet. That's the part where I'm just like, wow, surely that is there's a blatant need for an upgrade on him. But if you don't want to let him go and nobody wants him, fine. Bring in somebody then. Bring somebody else in. Curtis Jones left, so now what we're gonna do? So that's one guy off the books now. So is that all of those minutes are gonna go to Leone? All of those minutes. If all of those minutes go to Leone, I'm okay with that, provided that there's more rotation. Because Gravenberch and Szoboszlai in a double pivot, I'm not convinced. We still need another player. Yeah, it don't work at all, man.
It doesn't work at all. I think it. Go ahead, JK.
No, I was just gonna say, like for me, Gravenberch is that one guy. Like, yeah, the top season, the season we won it. Last season, not at the races. Why? Because he kept on trying to get that, that poster on the wall, getting 2 goals and an assist in the game. Football is all about scoring and that. That's the biggest buzz of the game, you know. And when you're a defensive midfielder, you're thinking, I'm sitting back all the time and that. And last season, he started going on little holidays, didn't he, on the pitch? I was like, where the fuck's Gravenberch? Casado walked straight through and these sort of things. So today, I need to see a disciplined Gravenberch. We know he's a good player, but I think he can be even better if he does what he's getting paid for. And today he needs to protect Van Dijk and Xhaka. He needs to do that. Nothing
He
else,
can't
nothing more.
screen. He can't screen, man. You know he can't screen.
He
You
can
can't ask.
intercept. That's it. That's all he can do. If he's in the right, and it has to be good conditions for him to intercept. That's his best attribute as a DM. To
You know what I
intercept.
reckon his best attribute is when he's got 2 or 3 guys on him, he'll get out of that situation and just carry
Oh
on
yeah,
running.
yeah, of
He's
course,
very
of
good at that.
course, of course,
But I
yeah.
want to see more of that and more of a disciplined role today. Like, come on, bro. Just be disciplined and make sure no one walks through the middle of the park against us. That's all you got to do today. You know?
Do you know
Got
what?
enough
Yeah.
top
Do
players
you know
today.
what? JK, there was a guy. I can't remember who it was, but they mentioned something, and I was like, "Oh snap, he's right." I can't remember which content creator it was. I've been listening to quite a few recently. It might have been Ends football with Ends or something like that, where he said Gravenberch, Szoboszlai's decision making when triggering the press or going to press is what leaves his partner exposed, right? So he was saying that if Szoboszlai can be more intelligent in the press based on where his partner is, then it could be better, provided that the Verts, the Isaks, and or the wingers trigger that press before him. He shouldn't be triggering a press from a double pivot position. And that's what he said is one of the reasons why we're just getting this. We can be potentially exposed in the double pivot this year, which I agree with. If Szoboszlai can be more disciplined alongside this guy Gravenberch, I think our midfield would be okay. But if Szoboszlai is running around trying to do the running man every single time, then yeah, it exposes everything. Everything else will capitulate.
I know what you're saying there. Yeah. Because that's what Szoboszlai does. He's there. He's like everywhere on the pitch. And then
Yeah.
what happens? There's holes.
Yep.
But I
I
would
was like,
say
oh,
that,
actually,
that all that
he's spot on
does,
there. Actually.
but all that does is expose Gravenberch's flaws, as opposed to put him in a position that he can't win. Put him in a like that. Just it exposes what's wrong with Grav, and we're sitting here trying to fit in these players, and it's like we shouldn't be having to do this as fans. We should be sitting here going, "Oh well, that's obviously we've got a Kone, we've got a Rodri, we've got a Sangari, we've got whoever it is." It's like, well, he's quite clearly our defensive pivot player. So that's what the club has let us down. It's like we're trying to like, oh, it's not. I wouldn't say, oh, it's not Grav's fault that he can't do this because Szoboszlai is doing that. Yeah, okay, Szoboszlai might be doing that, but that is also just exposing what Grav isn't good at and what we should like. As I've always said, even when we were playing, we were doing that thing with Mac and Grav when we won the league. I was still saying that he's not a number 6. He's still a number 8.
Absolutely.
He's a ball carrying number 8. Gravenberch's skills is getting on the ball and carrying it forward. He doesn't want to pass. You can tell, like, Iraola is forcing him to play long time, first time passes long. Forcing him to do it when he gets the ball. It's not his game. He wants to get on the ball. So that's not a Gravenberch criticism. It's like, I needed a fork and you gave me a spoon kind of thing. It's like, yeah, I can, it's that kind of thing. It's like we're not saying this guy is bad. It's just we're trying to force him to do something that isn't his natural game. So of course he isn't going to look amazing at it. So it's but Grav just wants to get but look, like I keep saying, this is football. The managers have their own ideas, especially with midfield and stuff like that. It's a big thing. So I just cannot in any world believe that a midfield that was bought not by the previous manager, but by the manager before that, 4 years ago, is the midfield that this kid wants to work. That's just not possible. That's not how football works. That I'm the only year old and say, do you know, the best midfield you could give me is Mac, Grav, Dom, and Endo. That's the midfield I would buy tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's not even Arne Slot's midfield.
Terrible.
It's the previous coach's midfield.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about not doing anything in 3, 4, 5 years, Jake. This midfield, and Wirtz isn't a midfielder. He's a forward. He's an attacker. He's not a midfielder.
He's not a midfielder.
So it's been done. There's nothing has been done to it in 4 years, and you expect it to just go out and be all of a sudden be somehow like Grav and Dom are all of a sudden going to become different players because we have a different coach. No, I think the opposite.
Nope.
I think, why would they turn into different players just because we have a new coach?
Revert to type. They'll revert to type. Whatever you put in, whatever you tell them, they'll revert to type because they're not those type of players to begin with. So yeah, you're right. You're right. My
It's
thing
like
also
those new
regarding that.
refereeing rules, Joe. It's like those new refereeing rules. Like you'll see them try and do new stuff for like the first 2 weeks, and then by the time you're 2 months in season, it's just same old. You'll see Grav maybe new
Hold
stuff.
on, mate. What new rules? There's new rules
No,
for this
like
season?
when they bring in every year.
Oh, got you. Yeah, right.
And like
Sorry.
in the first 2 games, you'll see them trying new stuff to blah, and then but by the time it gets to November, December, it's just gone back to normal. So I think like I'd expect to see Grav maybe try and do a few different things, maybe to try and fit. But he'll just, like you say, eventually will just revert to type as a footballer. You know, Szoboszlai is who Szoboszlai is. Grav is who Grav is. It's like, you bought me because of who I am, because I do this. Don't criticize me because I can't do that. Yeah, so move him on. Bring in someone that can do what you need. Oh, we're letting everyone down. You know, it's the whole blah, blah, blah about wingers, attackers, and we're just sitting there looking at this big, huge hole in the midfield, and no one's really prepared to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's about
What do you think about the? Go on, JK. Sorry.
No, go, Joe.
What do you think about like the press in terms of like Isak and Wirtz doing that work? And the reason why I'm kind of going back to what that guy said on his show about Szoboszlai, I'm thinking if these guys press in a good way, right, then we should technically have less space behind. Like we should be able to cover, you know, we should be more solid if they press more effectively. What do you think about that? Wirtz and Isak pressing, triggering the press.
Yeah.
Well, it has to work. We got no choice right now.
It has to.
Look, for me, this manager, right? He's got his head screwed on. That is the only sort of light in all this darkness we've had this summer transfer windows and stuff. So hopefully he's talked to Szoboszlai and Gravenberch and sort of tweak their game to be exactly what Brian was saying. And I know you can't change a player, but at the end of the day, a dog always finds a new trick. You know what I mean? So it's one of them. I think Wirtz and Isaac have to be really close together and work that push, you know. If one's just doing it, the other one's fucking there chilling, smoking or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a different story. So it has to be a team effort.
Exactly. But you know what? You know, Brian said something a couple of months ago again, and it kind of annoys me because he seems to be getting this run of predicting stuff. And this one that he said, I don't like it. I don't like it at all, right? But if it comes to be true, we are in trouble. There is a reason why they like to put Szoboszlai in the 10. And the big question is, how's Wirtz going to pan out? Fantastic player, but how's he going to pan out this season? Our season's really, really on his back as well, to be honest with you. And I have a bad feeling that he ain't going to be able to do it. I'm sorry to say it, man. I know, but I've got a feeling he might not be the guy. He might not be the guy. If he's not able to trigger the press, because that's why you would put Szoboszlai there. That's how we won the league, when Szoboszlai was playing in the 10 and pressing. Oh, man. Wirtz needs to do the job.
Yeah, he does.
Wirtz needs to really do the job now.
No,
and if what you said comes true, you never put it out there. You never put it out there, but you kind of alluded to it. You're worried about him, whether he's...
The Premier League may not be the best league. Basically, the Premier League might not be the best to show off his...
You better be wrong. Otherwise, I'm not coming back on this show anymore.
I hope so.
I swear to God. I want you to be wrong, bro.
Yeah, no, I'd love to see him really turn it. And I think this second striker type role might help him. But having a defensive midfielder would help a lot. You know, just tethering him to Isak,
Yeah.
making him a provider and a goal scorer. That if that won't get it out of him, you know, it's just, you know, it's like he's one of the guys that back in the day I thought, oh, we'll never get him. He's too good. You know, we're never going to get him. He's going to go to Bayern, and then he'll go to Madrid or Barca.
Yeah.
We'll never, and then
Yeah. That's why I'm
Well,
happy
here
we
we
got
go.
him. You know, I ain't gonna get on his back and stuff, and he definitely can improve in some ways and stuff. But I got faith in the brother. Because the way he
2
does
goals
football-
today.
If he scores today, I'll be happy, man. I'll remember
2 goals today,
Me
and off
too.
you go. Get on a run. Just
Please.
get some. I think he needs a bit of confidence, and he
Yeah.
just needs to put his foot through a ball and go in the back of the net, and look, off you go, mate. And a lovely little pass. Then one of your lovely little passes into Isaac comes off, bang, goal and assist. Off you go.
Lovely.
Go get double figures now. You've shown you can do it. You know, they try to rough you up. Sven Botman, big lad, whoever it is. They're bringing us Bamba kid, you know, whatever. So, yeah, we'll see. But listen, yeah, it's time for kickoff almost, so we'll let everyone head on. And
Okay,
we'll
bro,
see you
enjoy the
again.
game.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
so
see you again
there's
later
no
on.
watch along. This is just going to be.
Oh,
all right,
no.
let's get this.
Yeah.
Let's get this going. Are you jumping on later on for the aftermath?
Yeah,
or
we'll
whatever
come
you
back
call it?
on after the game. Yeah, we'll come back on.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
Enjoy the game,
All
everyone.
right. Enjoy,
Take
man.
care, folks.
Enjoy, guys. All right.
See you
Speak to you
after the
guys
game.
soon.
Bye bye.